You know, Spencer, a lot of times with these ad reads, we have to pretend that we like a product, but this is not one of those.
Right. This is just classic. We're classic podcast connoisseurs. We know what's up.
Yeah, we do love MeUndies. Secrets Out. That's not just talk.
Right.
We probably love Solid Cologne.
Yeah, definitely.
But we definitely love Matt Bronger.
Matt Bronger.
He's an old friend of mine. I won't say too old because, you know, it's showbiz, so let's stay ageless. But he is a fantastic, wonderful person that I have always adored and that I never spend enough time with and never work with enough. But he is really funny and really kind and really awesome. And he has a podcast called
Ding Donger.
Oh, you know about it.
No, wait.
Yeah. No, it's okay. You can know about it.
No, I've heard ads for it. It seems like a great
It's a weekly podcast with actor and comedian Matt Bronger. You can go for a spin with him as he shares stories, observations, and advice with episodes perfectly curated for half-hour car rides. Does that mean he's driving during the podcast?
He better not be, because that's my idea.
Oh, shit.
I wonder if that's done, because that is my idea.
Maybe you can go on Ding Donger. You know what you could do is you can leave a voicemail message for him, and he'll address it on his podcast.
Oh, wow.
I don't have a number for that, but you just know that you can do that.
Well, I bet if you like and subscribe to it on iTunes, the number reveals itself to you.
Yeah, this is already on the air. I'm acting like it's new. Recent episodes have included tales of harrowing bike rides in Southeast Asia, horror stories from Chicago public transit, and advice about everything from the creative process to the terrifying nature of bird-eating insects.
Just don't miss a single episode. Just make sure you don't... Sorry. Make sure you don't miss a single episode. Subscribe to Ding Donger with Matt Bronger on iTunes, Stitcher, feralaudio.com, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Matt Bronger. He couldn't be brighter.
Hello, comedy lovers. This episode of Harmontown is brought to you by the good people at Fulton and Rourke.
Are you talking about Fulton and Rourke? Are those the good people?
Those are the best people.
Those are the two people.
I mean, well, Fulton and Rourke, mostly good people. There's two guys there that are a little creepy.
Fulton?
Well, I don't want
It's either him or Rourke. In fact, it has to be both of them. He said there's two guys at Fulton and Rourke that are creepy.
I know.
It's certainly not Jessica, the Fulton and Rourke receptionist.
Jessica Rourke?
Ooh, yeah. You mean the poster child for nepotism and the glass ceiling?
Look, let's not get sidetracked. We're here to talk about men's fragrance, aren't we? We're here to talk about men's fragrance and grooming. It's a grooming company that specifies? It's a grooming company that specializes in solid colognes, shave and shower products, all designed to make getting ready easier and more enjoyable.
Their travel-friendly wax-based colognes go anywhere. The armpits, the butthole, anywhere. I think they mean anywhere on the earth.
They actually put one special device called an Obesion that allows you to really get in there.
Fulton wanted us to tell you that. Rourke, bit of a homophobe. Plus, there's nothing to break or spill, and of course, they all smell fantastic. And let's face it, guys are not famous for smelling fantastic. You can use all the help you can get, and who to get it from better than old Fulton and his
good buddy Rourke.
His good buddy Rourke.
I don't trust any Rourke that spells his name R-O-A-R-K.
Why not?
I don't. It seems like he's hiding something. I'll tell you what he's not hiding. Delicious fragrances that come in solid form.
Fulton and Rourke's bar soap is designed to exfoliate the skin with or without a washcloth.
GQ magazine just named Fulton and Rourke's shave cream the very best on the market today.
Try it for yourself at FultonandRourke.com and save 15% off your purchase by using the code FERAL at checkout.
Your very first wax-based cologne or salve will come with Spencer, and he will apply it.
Oh, yeah.
Spencer, we have a little of Fulton and Rourke's solid cologne. Would you treat me?
All right, hold on.
Give it to me.
Take off your pants.
Oh, they're already
Spencer's putting on one of those Italian Renaissance bird beak masks.
Give it. This is some eyes wide shut shit going on here.
I'm ready to put the mask on now.
Oh. Okay, now start putting the cologne on me.
All right, let me just get my gloves on.
Go to FultonandRourke.com right now. Save 50%, and Spencer will arrive at your house like a mist.
Archibald Fulton here. When I partnered with Nathaniel Rourke in 1971, my goal was simple. Provide the world's finest balms, oils, topical ointments, solid and wax-based colognes at a premium price for no discount. However, Rourke got to me and said, prices shouldn't be premium and there should be a discount.
Here's one in your eye, liquid cologne.
Nathaniel.
Yes?
It's me, Archibald.
Archibald. For far too long have we lived under the horrible tyranny of liquid-based colognes and fragrances.
When we aren't on safari replacing animals,
We used to be called Fulton and Woke.
but we thought it was too on the nose.
Here's something you should put on your nose. Some of our fragrances and grooming creams.
Put a solid wax cologne right in your sniffer.
Our travel-friendly wax-based colognes go anywhere. Plus, there's nothing to break or spill. And, of course, they all smell fantastic.
Wait, is that our arch rival, Nebuchadnezzar?
It's me, Carl Ampersand.
Oh, Carl Ampersand. You, the hater of quality grooming products for men?
No, he's the love of wax-based colognes that brings Fulton and Rourke together.
Oh.
He's an ampersand.
I have mixed receptions.
I always wondered why we chose ampersand instead of the word and.
Yeah, Rourke forgets you, my friend.
I know, it's part of my existence, just as surely as Fulton and Rourke's bar soap is designed to exfoliate the skin with or without a washcloth.
It exfoliates your skin like sand. Fulton, Rourke, and ampersand.
Feral Audio.
Ladies and gentlemen, Harmontown is now in session! Welcome to beautiful Uptown Burbank. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Rob Schraub, and I'm going to be filling in for Jeff Davis. Comptrolling. Thank you. Let's bring up Spencer Critton. And the mayor of Harmontown himself, Mr. Dan Harmon. Thank you. Oh man, I totally crashed after that.
Oh yeah, you're all out of energy now.
Oh shit, I'm fucking
You really
old.
pumped him up. You warmed him up. Hey, I was talking to Cody about this. I was talking to her about masturbation, and
Okay.
I was telling her about a trick that you told me you used when you would walk home from school.
I've done this like 18 times on many different podcasts.
Oh,
About
okay.
like,
Did you talk about it in this one?
I probably did, but we could do it again. Go ahead.
The fake arm.
Oh yeah. I was a Da Vinci of jerking off. I was like I had like we had like the parkas, you know. So it's like winter and you're walking home and you know you're in 8th grade, so everything makes you horny and you just want to jerk off and you can't wait till you get home. So I would slip my hand out of my sleeve and have like the empty sleeve in my pocket. And my hand down my pants and was jerking off as I was walking home because I couldn't wait 10 minutes.
Right. And Cody said, why not just use the bathroom at the school? And then,
Oh yeah, I did that too.
Right. Yeah, I was trying to explain to her.
Dude,
like,
don't you know that there's not a bathroom on the way home? There's sidewalk.
Yeah, I mean, I would run home. It's one day, 5th grade, like just
bing, and then I thought I invented it, and then I just stopped
That's
hanging
it.
out, and I would just run. I would sprint home.
Yeah.
And everybody would be like, "Hey, Dan, what?" And I'd run home, and I'd just like rip off all my clothes and hump every pillow in the house, looking at Penny from Inspector Gadget.
Did you think you were?
I was her age. It was romantic. It was like Remains of the Day.
Did you think like?
We grew up together in a society that kept us apart.
I used to think. I have a feeling you were probably the same way. Like I used to feel like, man, I am so good at jerking off. Like nobody knows I'm doing it. I could be in. I go to them. No, but I'm so smooth. I've got it all figured out. And then you get to be an adult. No, everybody knew you were jerking off constantly. They just didn't want to go. Stop.
Yeah, no one wants to acknowledge. No one wants to say, "I know what you're doing." But I've talked about this on the podcast. It's like I had an unusual. The only reason I didn't use the arm trick, which I did as an adult, by the way. I remembered you telling me about doing it walking home, and I was in my car, and I was like, I'm out of control. I got to do something, and it's rush hour, and I just like I made a little fake arm, and I tried jerking off in the car.
You tried?
In the middle of Los Angeles traffic. Yeah, I can't even remember if I succeeded or if I really can't remember. But and then Cody's like, "Why wouldn't you just pull over?" And I'm like, "Once you pull over and are just you're just like a hair's breadth away from a sex offender. Like you're." And then she told me this story. She's like, "You're right. She was walking. There's probably women in the audience right here that this has happened to. It's all too common. She was walking and some guy said, 'Hey, come here.' And he was like in his car, like with the window down, and she went over like, and he had his dick in his hand, and he was like wrenching at it, and she was like, what? Fuck you, you piece of shit, god damn it, and like he just drove off, and I just, does he do that all night, and then like, does he eventually
like
come?
the next block down? Excuse me, you.
Well, I mean,
Come
obviously
over
he's
here.
getting he's not trolling for someone who's like into it. He probably knows that the person's gonna go, gross, stop it,
they're into that.
police, and that's the only thing that can get them going, which makes me feel a little bad for them.
Yeah.
The smallest violin. But you know, when your kinks like involve social just societal taboos, like I do feel bad for those people, because I'm sure if they could flip a switch, they'd change it. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm sure they would. They have some issues. How have you
But
been?
anyways, as I've explained to you and explained to them, like for part of my childhood, like I can't remember when I was finally just like, what are you doing? Just use your hand like a fucking person. I had this hang up about masturbation, so I had myself convinced that what I was doing when I was masturbating was not masturbation, because I was humping things. So then I remember like being like, I don't know, 11, and I was sleeping in the same. I was sleeping in the same living room as my uncle, my dad. We were at my grandma's cottage. That makes it sound so fancy. I think.
Not the word I would have picked.
Rather, my grandma had this cottage. She was sleeping in her room. My dad was sleeping in the only other room. So I was sharing the living room with my uncle. I had a cot. I was 11. I was at the peak of my. I was into two things: Ender's Game and humping stuff, and I was all done with Ender's Game.
That'd be a good double feature, though.
I'm here to read Ender's Game and hump stuff.
Yeah.
And Ender's Game is a short book. But so I just started like, I'm just like humping the cot. It's like, it's just quiet. We're in the country. There's crickets, and then there's just this squeaking cot, like, and I'm just like, I can only remember it, you know, like I can't even relate to it as an adult talking about it. Like, and obviously we can't talk to an 11-year-old about it. But I just,
Are there any
some
here?
of you were 11-year-old boys, and you remember kind of vaguely how it must have just been because you're so small and the hormones are so new, and they make up 90% of your bloodstream, and you're just like a paneling nail. You're just everywhere you go. You're just nailing stuff, and like you just can't. It never stops, and you're just like you love it, and you hate it, and you're a slave to it. And then I was like, on the cot, and I was just trying in vain to like not. It's like my uncle's kind of like tossing and turning and snoring, and then he just like after a really long arduous time he sat up, and I froze, and then he like made a big deal out of like going to the bathroom, and he took a really long time, and I truly do think he was like, Jesus Christ, if I pretend to take a shit, will you finish? I really think that's what he was doing, but I just froze because I was like, oh God, I was thinking, is that what's happening? Did he hear me? Was he awake the whole time? And now is that what he's doing? And it took me so long to just deal with that humiliation that he eventually came back. And then I was like, well, he must have been so pissed. He's like, are you kidding me?
Well, you didn't have bunk beds like Jeff and I did.
Jeff, your brother.
My brother was on the bottom bunk.
So what did you guys just listen to each other or masturbate?
Oh, I didn't. He listened to me. Probably. I mean, just because I was I was a mattress humper too. So it's just like I'm picturing, and I felt like, man, nobody knows I'm so fucking good at this. I'm like smooth, man, smooth operator. And he's probably, and Jeff, he's not gonna like go, hey. Enough!
Yeah.
Come on, So people gotta work for a living, but poor Jeff, he's got like the spring mattress was probably like, and he's like, oh jeez. Oh dear.
And he's your older brother.
Brother.
So he's sitting down there going like,
oh boy.
What did I miss? Like why isn't he doing it too?
Maybe he was. I didn't know.
Right, he's just...
Sound travels downward.
All right. Well, there's not much of a show tonight, as you can see. It's
because I'm here.
Jeff's gone. We replaced him with Schraub. Duncan Trussell was. I told him come to the show, but I think he might be just like.
He might be at Meltdown going, what the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, that's no joke. That could be the case.
Empty.
I did his podcast, and and I was like, you should come do mine, but whatever.
I hear you watched Old It recently. It?
Yeah, I watched the old Stephen King's It. Got caught up on that in anticipation of the new Stephen King's It.
Yep. Old It versus New It. I've seen Old It a lot. I probably watched it with you a bunch of times, and I just saw the new It like last weekend.
You saw the new one?
I saw the new It. Yes.
Do they all float?
They do. They do. But what did you say about the old It? Not much.
Cody watched it with me, and she's like, nobody floated.
No.
We kept saying they all float down here. There was never any.
And we all float down here.
And we have
Not
talked
really.
about the fact that in the book, the boys all have sex with the girl.
Right.
When
because
they're kids.
And it's her idea. She goes, well, it's one thing left to do. The only way to get out of this sewer dimension is to, well, all right. And all the boys are going, Jesus Christ, are you serious?
It's the thing about Stephen King. It's like it's hard to put your finger on what he's good and bad at, but like he's like. Well, I think if he was sitting here, he would be like, yeah, that's true. I don't.
Yeah.
I know his origin story has something to do with, as I've said, like I think in the Marvel movie where Stephen King is a hero, in the first 20 minutes he's like carrying his typewriter and he drops it and the backspace key flies off. And he's just like, God, but I have to turn in and then he's like,
it's gonna be
holy shit! You can make it up as you go.
It's gonna be 1,000 pages long. Can't stop.
And I think he'd agree with that. I don't think he'd be offended by that.
It's one thing. The thing about like the scene of in the book where how many boys are there? It's like Beverly. How many? 6. 5, 6. Let's say 5. They like Beverly starts taking off her clothes, and they're like going, "Holy shit! I guess we're gonna have to have sex with her." You know,
But aren't they like 10?
They're 11.
Okay, all right.
And I was like, okay, gross, and I understand you're doing exploitation. You could have wrote fade out, fade up. They're all putting their sneakers on and going, wow, that was terrific, and now we can get out of the sewer. But page after page of description and commenting on sizes and shit and like going. I'm like, okay, I really don't need to know that
it's like
kid
slash
has the biggest
fiction,
dick.
but he's like his favorite show is Children. Like it's like. It was
but I mean, that being said, I mean, like he's. I love Stephen King.
It's another thing. It's like when you watch the old It, which is available on your little
and it's
consoles.
not called the old It. So when you're typing it in, I keep typing in the old It, and it's not showing up. It's just It. It's a 2-part miniseries. It was done in 1998.
You should be aware the studio that makes those sort of like African American recreations of like About Last Night and stuff like that. There's a Black It. Called
Blackish. I'm sorry, you had a bit.
I know. I didn't have a bit, but Jesus Christ!
I know.
That's just the name of a show. I was like, and it sounds like Black It. You just connect,
I just say stuff.
You just see a dot. You just connect to the one you're on. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the Stephen King of talking.
I don't have a backspace.
And who here isn't? Hi, Spencer. How are you?
Hey guys. Yeah.
Everything. This is the thing that I think Stephen King is either good or bad at, but in any case, it's an extreme condition he has. Everything's a device. Everything's like a crucifix. There's like 90 things in it that if you use the power of positivity or whatever, if you recite the birds in your Boy Scout manual, it makes the Tim Curry clown go away. If you just aren't afraid, if you just hold hands and ignore everything, it only can hurt you if you pay attention. If you have an asthma inhaler, you can just say it's acid and squirt it. It's a slingshot. It's silver. And every step of the way, because he doesn't want to go back and like refine anything. People are just like, hey, I brought a slingshot and I brought my mom's earrings. They're silver. How do we know that'll work? If we believe it, it'll work. Oh, well, fuck you.
But do you have a favorite Stephen King like adaptation book or something? I've
always said I liked his stuff when he was like a kid, like when you read those Bachman books, like The Long Walk. I thought was just like really great. Simple and granular. It's like 100 kids and they walk until one of them's left, and if you drop below 10 miles an hour walking, they shoot your brains out.
I like cool. Carrie. I think Carrie the book is great.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Remember when I told you about the library policeman? When I was listening to I was listening to the book on tape, The Library Policeman, which is a short story where there's this guy who's like, oh man, something bad happened to me as a kid. I can't recall it because I blocked it, and it's the thing. I have to get over this fear, otherwise I won't be able to kill this monster in the library. Oh, how am I going to get over this thing that I can't remember that happened to me as a kid? And I'm listening to it for like days because I'm on the way to work. I would listen to it like 20 minutes at a time. And then finally, it was like the chapter where he meets up with him, like he faces this fear. And Kate and I were like going to a party, and I go, hey, hon, I just really want to know what happens here. Do you mind if I just play this on the way? And she's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Whatever. Do whatever you want. I don't give a shit. All right? I'm like, oh, thanks, honey. I love you. And boop. And then it goes into, again, great detail about how when he was 8 years old, he was molested by this guy in the bushes, and just describing in great detail about like how the warm jelly went up his ass, and it's just like a quiet drive, and it's like, I don't want to press stop because that's admitting that this is gross and whatever, and Kate is just like, I'm fucking married to this guy. This is what I guess I signed up for this. I need. Oh my God.
Who was reading the book on tape?
Oh, I forget his name, but it was the guy who played the White Shadow. Remember the TV series The White Shadow? Mm-hmm. You guys remember The White Shadow from the 70s? It's a show. Okay, all right. It was that guy.
He was a white basketball coach, and then his mostly black high school basketball team.
I believe it was a high school basketball team.
And it was called The White Shadow.
It was called The White Shadow.
Little playing with the concepts of
shadows are usually
white.
Not white. They're the opposite. Hi, Spencer.
Hey guys, yeah.
Spencer, if
you're like a 10-year-old black kid and you're watching that show in the 70s, you're like, The White Shadow. Oh, I get it, because I'm like a shadow person. This must be something like that every day. Every cereal box is a minefield. Every conversation, like, that's what I'm.
Yeah.
I don't know, why are you guys reacting to that observation as if I did something wrong? Is it just because you are scared that now at the end of the world, someone's going to mention, by the way, we were kind of mean to black people? Like, that would make up the apocalypse a little worse, a little awkward, a little party foul during Armageddon.
Party foul. Oops, party foul. We should do that as the...
Just give me a second, will you?
Okay. No,
I want to make this incredibly clear to you. I don't fucking care about your opinions anymore. You're terrible people. You're dumb. You're impressionable, manipulatable, and stupid. I know that seems like I added like a synonym for dumb, but it's two different things. You have no voice. You have no brain. You're bad people. You're a biomass of closet murderers. You're only held in check by your fear. Fuck off. Our next guest is performing at clubs and colleges all across the nation. Please welcome Eddie Pepitone.
Hey! Yes. All right. Follow that. Follow that. Follow that.
Hi, Spencer.
Oh, I can see
Hey,
Spencer
man.
now. Hi, Spencer.
Oh.
Hi, Edward. Hello. Edward.
Hello.
Edward, how are you? You look great, man. What's going on? What are you doing?
I'm doing stand-up right here, actually, every Wednesday night. I'm doing stand-up all over town. I'm exploring stand-up, you know. Because a lot of people think stand-up is just set up, punchline. I think it's an enormous cry for help. and it's tricky to make that funny, you know, but just put my id on stage and kind of try not to be embarrassed about it.
How old were you when you started stand-up?
How old was I?
Yeah, how old were you?
57.
57. You started? You
No, I'm
started?
kidding.
No.
Boy, that fell flat. Hi, everybody. Fuck you.
There you go.
How is this room for stand-up? You've been doing it here for several sets, so like what? It's
Yeah.
got to be awful, right? Like high ceilings and the.
Well, everybody says the high ceilings, but I like it. I like it, actually. I don't know if it's just the vibe of the place. And as far as stand-up goes, it's not so much what counts as high ceilings, but who is in the audience.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, at this show, it's been fine because if it's a big giant room with high ceilings and then there's like 200 people, okay, so it's like a town hall or whatever. And also, I'm not doing stand up. So, but I wonder, about people. But I want to let you know, and I could do this off stage too, but I don't really have anything to talk about on stage. But we're putting the money that we make off of the ticket stuff here. We're working on making like kind of convertible, adjustable things.
Oh, really?
Like fine-tune the acoustic and optical experience.
Make it more intimate.
Yeah, I want this place to be able to do a show with 30 people in the audience.
That's perfect for me.
Yeah.
That's a little much, 30, but if you could get it down to 15, 20, that would be perfect.
But then from what I understand, music is like, it's like, oh, yeah, no, fucking do it in a big giant warehouse. That's best for music. So I want to be able to like hoist a chain and make it conducive to a punk band because I'm so enthusiastic about the music scene.
Me too. I'm up on all, every punk band there is.
What's your favorite punk band?
Right now?
Right now.
Dirty Rats. Dirty Rats.
Oh.
They're all Cagney impersonators, and they're fucking brilliant. It's you. Yeah. You dirty fucking rat. You dirty fucking rat. And they just go on and on like that. It's all about vermin. It's good.
Is that on Spotify?
Yes. By the way, I was listening to Stalin on Pandora on the way over. And that's just a sample of what you get when you come see me. I have a little dictator playlist on Pandora. Yeah, you see, you're kind of holding in your laughter.
I'm holding in my laughter. Yeah, I'm just sitting. No, I'm thinking of what I'm going to say next. That's why I'm a bad interviewer. What I've heard because you're doing these shows here. Like this is no different from anywhere else you're doing shows. I'm sure you're like I feel like one of the cool things about you is that you're like you've got your strong material, but then you're Eddie Pepitone. Like you just like
I'm Eddie Pepitone.
If you go off the rails, it's kind of
that's what I do. That's what I like to do. I've been getting into these riffs about the hurricanes.
I want to try to provoke
what's that?
I want to provoke a riff, but I know that won't work. Like if I announce that as my goal.
I mean, I could. I was just getting into like the ghoulishness of the coverage of the hurricanes. First it was Harvey and how I get attracted to the hurricane, like following the hurricane, like they get to it early, CNN, the Weather Channel, and they're just fine, and they're like, look at this fucking. They don't say fuck, but they're like, look at this fucking. That's not a good face, by the way, to be like, yeah, that's better. Holy shit! I looked over at Rob. You look like God. Not another hurricane story.
It is kind of insane in general. The storm stuff, that stems from like just this general thing where your local news, if something happened at a school, someone stabbed someone with a pencil, the school behind me, like they take the van out, the satellite dish goes up, but it's like, no one's getting stabbed now. They're just like there's just rows of white vans and there's all these people and they're just at the place where the stabbing took place. Like that, there's absolutely zero chance that it's going to be important to be at that location in a journalistic sense. Like nothing's gonna like someone's not gonna. It's never. There's not even an example in history of like we just kind of do that because you never know. No, there's nothing to never know. Like there's not like I found an eraser. I found a clue, ladies and gentlemen. That's the police's job. You're not out there for any reason. But then and then the storms happen, and it's just people being blown by wind. But
it was hilarious because when the storms happen, the weather, and they live for this. What I hate about it is that they're always like, be safe. They're always like, please, be safe, and oh my God, I hope this hurricane doesn't hit land, but it's the opposite. I mean, they love it. They love it because it's just a spectacle, and that's what news media is about. That's what the whole world has become about. It's all spectacle. Hold on, it's all. It's all. You wanted to provoke something.
Yes, I wanted
Let him talk. Let him talk.
For Christ's sake,
let him talk. For once.
And I masturbate too. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
I still run home and do it. But I mean, they're always like, be safe, and they're like, nobody should be out here, but they are out there, and it's hilarious. Nobody should be out here having fun but me, Jim Cantore. It was very funny. This guy Jim Cantore is apparently like it is very funny too that he's like the dean of TV meteorologists, for whatever reason.
The dean of TV.
You know what I mean? Like people refer to him like, what does Jim think about this storm?
What does the dean think about this meteorology?
I think he said the king. I don't think he ever said the dean. You never said the dean.
I did.
Did you say the dean?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, no.
Oh shit! Oh no! Oh no! What did I?
Right.
Oh, you were gonna correct me, and you were wrong.
I was trying to help you.
Wrong.
I was trying to help you.
People, they're stupid.
They are.
You're stupid. You're stupid. You didn't hear what he said, and you're closer to him.
That's not making them any smarter, and I was trying to help you and made a mistake. You're revealing that you're a bad person, too. I thought that you needed help and helped you.
Don't fight, Mommy and Daddy. Don't fight.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
You don't wait,
I don't believe you.
You thought I was trying to capitalize on your weakness?
Look what you're doing. Look what you're doing.
I have my nice hat on and you're fighting.
I know. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Thank you. Now I feel. Go ahead. I never got that when I was a kid. It's not your fault.
So the dean of meteorology.
Has anybody ever just died like the? I know. I mean, by gun. We have like horrible examples. Like that guy just fucking. It's like we're living in some weird dream. Right, because that guy that shot a news crew while they were doing the news, know, and
that happened recently.
Yeah, a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Oh, a couple of years. Now that to me, that's good news. Like that is good news.
That's real. That's really happening.
But they didn't know they were covering it. They were.
What?
They didn't know they were covering it. They were outside of school where someone got stabbed with a pencil 3 hours earlier. It's weird. But we've never seen anybody like. No one's ever as many storms as there've been. I'm surprised that there hasn't been journalist fatalities. From people like standing out in the 80-mile-an-hour winds. Like,
I was so hoping. Yeah, I was so hoping that this guy. They had a couple of guys, but I was so hoping they would just be carried fucking away. And one guy did not. Jim Cantore, the dean. By the way, when you say
why is he the dean? Now I'm confused.
Well, you've never heard that term, like he is like the go-to guy as far as meteorologists. So you've never heard that little expression, dean? Yeah. Have you ever been called into a dean's office? It's always a meteorologist. I'm kidding. That would be funny if you would call. Hey, how are you?
I'm all right.
I feel like I got to keep him entertained, but no, because I looked at him and he had his hand over his eyes.
No, he's listening.
You had that fucking look.
That's just him listening. It's don't.
But by the way, when you said you didn't say dean, right? I want to be liked so much by everybody that I was going. There was a split second where I was going to go, no, I didn't.
Right.
Then I realized everybody else had heard.
You were weighing whether to pretend you said king. All right, I get it. Yeah.
Hey, Spencer.
Yo, what's up, man? Catch.
Whoa, good throw.
Yeah, man, I've just been so excited about sports and football and fantasy football.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, here, catch. Oh,
It
good
hit me,
catch.
but I caught it.
Yeah, well, you're supposed to. That's good. Like, you know what I love more than regular football? It's the fantasy of it.
Right. Well, listen up. Here, catch.
Whoa, good throw.
If you love fantasy football, then you need to try my new favorite app, Draft. It's weekly fantasy football. Here, I'm going long, but not like the other guys.
I'm throwing it longer.
I dropped it.
Is that? Can you do live snake drafts like in your season-long fantasy football play with your friends on that app?
Yeah, with other people, just like in your season-long league. Here's how it works. It's a draft. I think the ball went down the drain. It's a draft that lasts for 1 week and there's no management. Just set it and forget it.
I'm doing that cabbage patch dance. Even though we lost the ball, I'm pretending that's a touchdown. Drafts start every couple minutes, so you can join one right now. And the best part, you can play for cold hard cash, Spencer.
Whoa. Do they start at just $1?
Yeah, there's no salary caps. You can play in a real live snake draft just like you play with your friends in season-long league. I think we mentioned that. But here is the kicker, Spencer, and by kicker I mean the portion that's highlighted that it's required we read. Come and join me on Draft today. Download the app anytime. Just search Draft in your app store and join a game in minutes, or play right from your computer on playdraft.com. Whatever you want. Take the next one.
All right. I dropped wait.
Oh, you dropped the ball?
I can't find the ball, but it's fine because, we could just play football on this app.
Right.
For a limited time only. For a limited time only, all new players get a free entry into a draft when you make your first deposit, but you have to use my promo code Harmontown. That's right, play a real money game for free just using my promo code Harmontown on your first deposit on Draft.
I think there's a clown down in this sewer holding the football and beckoning to us, promising that we will all float.
Will we?
Yeah, especially if we search for Draft in the App Store or go to playdraft.com and play free with the promo code Harmontown.
Draft. You'll float too.
Yeah, I have been a slave to people's. Hey, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Okay. Pick your nose in front of a friend or a stranger that you'll never see again on the freeway, for instance. Like which?
Oh, you know what's amazing? I've thought of that a lot. And I was preparing for the podcast, but when I am on a street and I'm about to pick my nose in the car, I can't do it in front of a stranger.
Right.
I can't do it
because you'll never see them again.
What is that
How
about?
sick is that? But
What is that about?
I won't pick my nose in front of my girlfriend because I just don't want her to see me. I just don't want her to see a thing come out. But
Well, it depends on how late in the relationship it is.
we're farting all over each other at this point, and and it's great. We're having a great time, and that's just my ex-wife. We did a thing like that. Sarah Silverman had told me that she and Jimmy Kimmel never farted in front of each other. So I tried it with Erin McGathy. You know Erin, or my ex-wife, or maybe you don't. You said you're a podcast maven. Maybe you know my ex-wife. But Erin and I really never fart. There was a couple accidents happened here and there. All Erin. No, but we just did it. As I spent my marriage not farting.
Really?
And that's not why we got divorced.
I was gonna say
it worked fine. It was I'm surprised looking back that I was able to not fart in front of my partner for so long, given how much I fart with Cody. We're just farting constantly. So it's like, what was I don't know what natural human behavior is anymore. I don't even know what my body needed to do or what's healthy or what. I just now.
Well, I think what you're talking about there, Dan, is a great example of what we can do when we put our mind to something. When we introduce our will, and with your ex-wife, you were exercising tremendous will.
Yeah, because it's not like I was in tremendous abdominal pain, going oh, well, I made this agreement. It wasn't like that. I don't remember really needing to fart.
Did you go into other rooms, or
I would, every once in a while it would build up to a point, and
would you cough to disguise it?
I'd tell her I'm going to go fart. But I just wouldn't do it in front of her.
What about your?
Oh wait, same story. Sarah said the same thing about keeping the intimacy in your relationship, and Kate and I don't fart in front of each other.
Really? You're still doing that.
I'm still doing that.
And
yeah.
It's been 7 years.
Is Sarah still with that guy?
No.
Was she during the advice?
What's that?
Was she during the advice?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She wasn't giving advice. She was just
talking about
saying
life.
But
something that she was doing with her partner.
But
and I thought I'd give it a try.
Yeah.
and it worked. It's not why we got divorced,
Right.
and you've done it for 7 years, and you're not getting divorced.
More than that, but yeah.
At the same time, I can't believe it's just like I guess it's just a couple thing. It's like me and Cody are like, let's fart.
I have been forgetting to flush the toilet, which is causing like
You've been forgetting?
issues. Yeah.
Oh, you've been
I blame Wi-Fi because it's fucking up the bees. You know, they can't
Right.
find their way
Yeah.
home now, right? Spencer, back me up.
The happening.
The Wi-Fi is screwing up the bees.
Right.
This is what I'm telling Kate when she comes home. Jesus Christ! Did you dump a cup of coffee in the toilet? And a plate of spaghetti. Oh, shit! I forgot to flush the toilet. Every day you forget to flush the toilet. I say, I think it's Wi-Fi. Because bees are dying out because of Wi-Fi. Their radar. They can't find their way home. So I'm thinking there's like a Wi-Fi pocket that is just between the office and the living room and the bedroom. There's like a Bermuda Triangle right where I'm going to the bathroom. And for some reason, you know, I get done. I also have the Brundle Swash. Which the special toilet seat.
Right.
You know my special toilet seat.
What's your download speed like on the toilet? If you're because you're saying the Wi-Fi is the strongest there, you're referring to it as a Bermuda Triangle, but Wi-Fi wise, it's
pretty good.
Grand Central.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I think it's making me forget to flush the toilet. Because this is a recent thing.
You do a lot of computer work on the toilet? Is that what you're saying? You're on.
So you have
I don't do computers on the toilet.
He has a special seat that's like a bidet.
Yeah?
Extension upgrade on the seat.
Yeah.
Do you wipe your ass with toilet paper?
Yeah.
Okay, so
To
then
dry my ass.
So
because
you've
it's
been
beautifully clean now because of the.
You've been getting up, wiping your ass, putting the toilet paper into the toilet, and somehow
Just
in
walking
that
out the door.
microsecond, just walking away. Like I got a train to catch.
Don't you think it may be the bidet?
Kate
action?
comes home and opens up and goes, "What the fuck? Seriously again?"
What's your offer,
This
Peps?
is the bidet.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's the bidet action that is.
But I've had this bidet for like I had a bidet for like over like 10 years.
I think it's funny you have a bidet, by the way. And I don't consider you a man, like a real man.
Yeah.
I would not watch a football game with you, or when you would go to the bathroom during the game, I would be like horrified. I would be like, "Let's get the fuck out of here."
Yeah. No.
Do you hear that stream of water, Al?
Anyway, yeah, I'll press the button and it'll go beep and it'll go. And
It goes beep.
Yeah, this beeps.
I would be afraid of getting. Injured.
That's what the beep's for.
What?
That's what the beep's for. Yeah. And you love it, and then you dry off with the toilet paper, and then you won't have.
And then I walk the fuck out the door. But the bidet I've been using way longer. This is a recent thing. Like in the last 2 years. No, not 2. Last year, it's just been like Kate's like, "What the fuck is?" What? And I go, "I'm so sorry, honey. I don't know what I thought I did. You know, like, and now I'm so nervous about getting yelled at and embarrassed about it that like she'll come home and I'll just like go, don't go to the bed, and I run in there and I'll flush the toilet, and we have a rule that just to save the marriage, just without opening up the seat, just flush the toilet, just to be safe.
Occam's razor says it's old age. I mean, that's the easier explanation.
Okay.
Leave a note to yourself.
Leave a note.
Oh yeah, leave a note.
Tie a string around my finger.
What mnemonic device more than a toilet full of shit should work? I don't know. I mean,
What about the self-flushing toilets they have at airports and stuff? Why don't you get one of them?
I should get one of them.
the self-flushers.
I want to upgrade. I want to get the one that has that blows the air, the one that like opens by itself. I want to really do it up. I
one that drives you to the airport.
Yeah, one that closes my DreamWorks deal.
You piece of shit. Take me to LAX, you piece of shit.
Do you think we would ever see in our lifetime, like, just an end to... I mean, like what... Do you think before we die, we'll just see, at least on the internet, some kind of like Japanese press release video or something, like the technology that eliminates... Somehow, just no more shitting in the toilet.
I would love that.
Like no more wiping. I don't know. It's either like
a vacuum type of
like you stand in a booth and a purple line goes down your body, and then there's no more poo-poos in your body.
Purple line, yeah.
It beams it out of your colon.
Or you just have an implant that as your food becomes poop,
nanobots.
There's a point in your intestinal tract where there's like a portal to
the sun.
to a shared toilet in Portland.
What if it was like you're like, okay, buy this new you swallow like basically a Seth Brundle like telepod, and then you
swallow a ring. It looks like an IUD, I think, or what's that? Or those like it's like a flexi thing, and you swallow it, and then it's designed to like.
Puts a Stargate in your
Like
ass.
when it hits a certain point, it puts a Stargate, not in your ass.
And it would be like a Sam Elliott type voice. Put a Stargate in your ass.
Actually, you know what? I'm thinking about this all wrong. Put it right in the rim of your ass.
Right.
First of all, it feels good. Second of all, you get to still have, like a baby, the feeling of taking a shit in your pants.
Well, I would think that.
And it's just going into a portal.
Into a portal.
And then on some alien planet, this is the Starship Troopers, like pre-movie or whatever. Like there are all these insect people are like going, well, it's raining again.
Yeah.
Where's this coming from? We just tracked it. It's this Earth place.
It just sends
Let's
it
go and
5
stop
years
us.
into the future. Like that's how short-sighted we are as a culture. It just sends it 5 years in the future. We're like, come on, we'll worry about it later.
Yeah. Well, luckily we won't be around too much longer.
I don't think
on this planet.
Yeah, we're not gonna be. No,
I don't think so.
No.
Not to bum everybody out. But
about a year.
I doubt we're going to be on this planet very much
Please don't worry
longer.
about bumming them out. They're idiots.
Man.
Like the difference between them being bummed
I don't
out
think you're
or
idiots.
excited about life.
I don't think you're idiots.
Is the difference between a fly having a saddle on it or not. Like who's gonna notice? You can't ride a fly.
That's not.
He's insulting you.
He doesn't mean it. He doesn't mean it. He doesn't mean it. Right, Dan? You don't mean it.
I mean it.
He doesn't mean it.
No, this is part of my therapy. I've become too reliant on people's approval. So
right.
What I've always been good at is abuse. So I'm using that to wean myself off of your expectations. If it hurts you,
well, it seems to be making
it's
you
not
happy.
going to hurt you. You're sociopaths. You don't have feelings. There's the idea that I've been doing something or anything for people because you have feelings. It's been my problem that I've been making your problem for 40 years. I need to figure out who the fuck I am.
Me too.
Me too.
Like, what do I like? This is the regarding Henry stage of our lives. We need to regard our Henrys.
Yeah.
Do I like Ritz crackers
or eggs?
I like eggs
Eddie Pepitone,
more.
what's going on in your personal life? Can I tell
Don't dodge the question. Do you like eggs or Ritz crackers?
Thank you.
I think I'll go with the cracker.
That'd be good.
Yeah, I mean,
What are you hiding?
Yeah.
I'm not, just crackers are more utilitarian. I mean, it's never a bad time for a cracker.
Right. Okay, so
Never a bad time for a cracker.
So you're So you're pro
Whether they're-
cracker. You're pro cracker. Just say it. You're pro cracker.
I'm
Just say
pro
it.
cracker.
You're pro cracker.
Yeah, I'm definitely pro.
Wasn't too hard. Wasn't hard at all. Okay. On with the show.
When's Eddie Pepitone? I thought that was me.
Yes, Dad.
Are you? Can we talk about your love life a little bit?
Oh, if you want to, sure. Sure. It's incredible.
Oh, sorry. I'm laughing.
No.
That was
no.
you.
I mean, my love life is incredible. Yeah, buckle in, baby. Buckle in. There should be a bidet right under you right now. You know what I mean? You don't know.
You don't know. You don't know.
Yes, I'm married.
Oh, you're married.
I'm married.
To Mrs. Pepitone?
She did not take my name. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Her last name must be awesome then, because Pepitone's pretty rad.
It is, right?
I would marry you.
I was hurt. I was hurt by that, actually, just a little hurt. Like I was like, so baby, I called my wife baby. I'm like, so baby, how are we gonna do this? Are you gonna be?
How are we gonna do this?
This is becoming like an.
Are you gonna make?
And she was like, she didn't flint. She's like, I want to stay with Karen Simmons.
Makes sense. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you really think, if you were like from Mars and someone explained that rule, like they get married and then the woman's last name changes, you'd be like, what? That doesn't make really any sense. It's just what we're used to,
right?
And we actually, to the point where we also use it to express, for instance, joy, or like for somebody. I'm not knocking on any woman out there that like happily took her husband's name. Like it doesn't. You're not a sellout any more than anyone that doesn't want to do that as an enemy of the state. It's like, but it's just crazy that like it is just a crazy random rule. Like it's just weird. With probably roots in like horrible stuff, but in Spanish, I took a Spanish class at community college, and
I love Spanish.
That whole like name thing.
Oh my God! Here we go again.
They have like this whole rule. Like there's this whole set of rules where it's like your last name gets longer
in the Spanish
and longer
language
or something. Like I couldn't figure it out.
I insisted that Kate keep her last name.
Did she want your last name?
She begged you.
Schraub, right?
Yeah.
Schraub is not, and this is not anything personal. It's just not a good last name. It just, I mean, Pepitone has a fucking ring to it.
Oh yeah.
But Schraub, it sounds like a product of some sort. Like, have you used the Schraub today, or you know what I mean? Like, if you don't use a Schraub, you could get seriously ill. You know what I mean?
I mean, so does Pepitone, but like an awesome product. Like it makes your tires
smell like minty.
Makes your tires minty.
Minty fresh. Pepitone
3 a.m.
tire.
You're driving to the airport. You get a flat tire. It would be fine, but it stinks.
Tires are shit.
Your car's insured, your flight can be changed, but the smell in your nose is permanent because you didn't use Pepitone. I'm Robert Stack. Pepitone, the tire smeller.
We were thinking, I think it was Chris Hardwick who one time he ran up to me and said, listen, we can make a lot of money if we do Pepitones on the iPhone or some shit like that, like Pepitone.
Why did he say...
Let me finish! The controller who uses a bidet. A man should not use a bidet. Round of applause if you're with me on that.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
You haven't seen my ass.
I like the boos. The boos are funny. Boo! Of course they should.
Yeah.
Of course they should. We're pro bidet for men.
Yes,
We're pro bidet. I really don't care.
Yes. No, you do.
I'm kind of making it up. And that's why, shut up. And that's why That's why you booing is funny to me because I really could give a shit.
You seem to switch your position
Like that. Like that. Do you do that? That's part of being well-liked.
But then you had to clarify for everybody. You said, I really don't care after you completely flipped your position.
Yeah.
Like, we know you don't care. You're like, I'm pro-bidet. And then they applauded. And you're like, I don't care.
Yes.
That's
I
what,
do that a lot. I don't know who I am.
Yeah. I don't know who I am either.
My regarding Henry thing is...
Spencer knows exactly
No,
who
I
he
don't
is.
either.
Yes, you do.
It's great. I feel like I belong on this stage. We don't know who we are. I guess it's a lot less exciting for you guys.
I can't wait for that new iPhone.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're being definitely not serious, right?
He's serious.
I'm definitely being serious.
It's got a screen that goes all the way to
I know
here.
exactly what person this makes me, and I'm tired of the charade. If Apple tomorrow announced a thumbtack that read your pinky print and alerted you to nearby cork.
Nearby what?
Cork.
Nearby cork. It's the iTac. It's the. We asked ourselves, what is a thumbtack? And the answer was, it's not a pin. Nor should it be. And we set about changing fundamentally the experience between the person who wants to pin something to a bulletin board and the pin itself. This is iTac. I would fucking buy it. I would buy it.
You would buy it?
Let me put an asterisk on this because I deserve the humiliation but I'm being I wouldn't buy it if it was affordable. It would have to be egregiously priced.
Gross.
It would have to be a $49 thumbtack for me to go like, well, there must be something to this. And I would do it. And here's some other things I would do. If you told me when I went to the airport that for $70 extra on my ticket, I was allowed to stand in a red circle that was in a less comfortable place, I would opt for that. I would, if you called it like Platinum Plus Red Circle program, I would stand in the red circle. When I go to the airport, I go like, well, let's see if they have a lounge. And Cody and Jeff are always like, fucking lounges suck. There's like a seat here at the McDonald's or whatever, and they got a full bar. And I'm like, yeah, but the lounge, we don't even know the lounge. We got to go to the lounge. And then I go to the lounge, and they're like, it's $50 extra, but I'm a member. Yeah, you're a member to a club that lets you pay $50. Okay. And how much for my friends? Yeah. And then you go, and there's nowhere to sit, and there's like crying babies are being dumped in the through lounge? A fucking duct. The babies with colds. Yeah, in the lounge. So like, you can see through a tinted window that the fucking regular ass poor people's seats are all empty because everyone wants to be in the lounge, and I'm no exception. I'm just like what is there a package where I can strap the babies to my feet and just like walk around on them, like be more uncomfortable, but more importantly, more important. I'm a terrible person. And I can't wait to get that fucking iPhone X because the iPhone 8 is for poor people.
Is the 8 out?
Yeah, same time as the X.
Oh, okay.
They're releasing the new phone for the poor people, which is only $18,000. Because you're poor and you don't want to have let being poor slow you down. Get a new iPhone poor people phone. But then there's the real phone. For me, the $27 million phone. It doesn't have a home button. They took the home button off, Eddie. You know that?
Is this the face?
I hate my home button.
I don't like the home button either.
What is that button doing on my phone? I want it gone.
Yeah.
Every time I touch it, I have to swallow my vomit down. I feel like a poor person. Why am I touching a button? What am I fucking, like some kind of fucking refugee?
Yeah.
It's disgusting. I want a phone that
Only people in Aleppo have the 8. Right?
Yeah.
Don't laugh too hard at that. Right?
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the new phone.
I'm looking forward
really,
to the new. Me and my family are looking forward to the new phone. Every day I get up, and you asked me about my love life, and it centers around the iPhone coming out. And I'm like, honey, did it come out? And she's like, not yet, baby.
Are you kidding or not?
No, I am kidding, but I so relate to you about the marketing of it. Like I hardly fucking use anything on it except turn it on and go, hello? What? I am not an idiot. But
I'm always like, why are you calling me? Whenever my phone rings, I'm like, what the fuck went wrong?
I know.
And I swear, 3 times a week, I'm saying to somebody, "How did you get this number?" It's a phone. It's stopped being a phone now. It's pretty intense. Like I use it to text and email. I barely check my email now. Now it's all text or I have like a Slack channel, whatever. The phone rings and I'm like, who the fuck? What do you do? Hello, Mr. Harmon. I just calling about your medical procedure on Tuesday. I'm like, whoa. I have an assistant. Why are you calling me about medicine? Lose this number, Marjorie. But wait. Fuck.
Face recognition is.
The phone recognizes your face. Fucking good. I hope the phone recognizes everyone's face. Remember when we were concerned about biometrics? Where'd that go?
I was never concerned.
Remember when the sign of a true anarchist is you were worried about products being technically...
I was so concerned about biometrics. Remember that summer when we were all like, biometrics, man. I know. You're preaching to the Pelicans, man. Fucking biometrics. Those bioms are just really... I can't even get up in the morning, man. My fucking wife is getting down on me on her biometrics. I'm like, baby, I don't know. I can't even handle my own biometrics, let alone yours. I got another cigarette in these... I'm up to 3 packs a day, because all these biometrics. I'm not even talking to anybody right now. I'm just sitting on the porch, just talking to myself and smoking pencil. Fucking biometrics, man. If it's not one thing, it's another. If it's not one metric, it's another, man. It's either biometrics, neometrics, decametrics, octometrics. These metrics are just fucking taking over, man. They're taking my job. They're taking my family. Fucking biometrics. Some candidate should come along and get rid of these biometrics.
But you grew up kind of lower middle class, right? Right, Pajampion?
Yeah.
You were no Ivy
Yes,
leaguer.
lower middle class, exactly. Both my parents were teachers in New York City. And
Teachers,
cursory knowledge. School, being bred for corporate culture. No real learning anymore. No philosophy. Just you're being plugged in to a machine. School. But yeah, I grew up as a lower middle class kid.
Did your parents beat you?
My mom was extremely gentle. My father's Sicilian, so he had, and it's true about the Sicilian.
He beat you if someone paid him. Look, son, you didn't mow the lawn. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you as soon as I find someone that.
wants me or whatever.
Look at your report card. If I get $50, your ass is mine.
Yeah. Jimmy Three Toes is coming down. Jimmy Three Toes, Marvin the hexagon is coming down.
Oh, a list of.
We're going on another riff.
No. I think we are. This is the list of mafia guys. Oh no, he shook it off. Okay, he's not going to do it.
I shook it off.
I always felt deprived about that though, because my Sicilian family had no connections at all to the Cosa Nostra or the Black. I mean, that would have been a nice card for me to play when I was getting my ass kicked in school. Like, hey, you touch me, you're going to deal with the Black Hand.
Right.
Or some shit like that.
When's the last time you saw Godfather 2?
Me. That's me telling the kids. Yeah.
Oh no, I just watched Godfather 2. Remember Robert De Niro plays Brando's character in Flashbacks, and then they walk you through. He's just a regular guy. He's in New York, and then there's this guy who's like the guy in the white coat. He's like Don Camucci.
Oh yeah,
or whatever.
yeah. The guy he kills. Yeah.
Yeah, and then De Niro's like, oh, who's that guy? Who was with him? And they're like, and Bruno Kirby's like, that guy he owns everything. He owns everything. And everything's like, oh, it's his neighborhood. Oh, it's everything. Oh, mamma mia. And then he's like, oh, I think I'll take care of it. And they're like, what are you gonna do? And no one else can do it. He's like, trust me. And you're just like on the edge of your seat, like, wow, we're really watching like the origin. We're watching the evolution of the American mafia.
I think it'd be funny if all Sicilians were like that, because my dad was a history teacher, and it'd be funny if he taught class like that. Look, the only thing I can tell you is that the Romans had their way. And he just walked out of the fucking class. They had their way. They had their methods. Read up on the catapult.
But Robert De Niro, as you may recall, as Brando in his youth, the character Don Corleone, he climbs up on a roof, and he walks across rooftops so that he can get into the apartment building.
Yes, what was that about?
Of the mafia don who holds Little Italy in his iron grip.
Because of that kind of capish white thing he wears.
He has no bodyguards. He doesn't hang out with anyone. All he ever does is walk around and alienate everyone and say that he owns the neighborhood. Then he goes home to a one-bedroom apartment in a dark stair landing where you can access if you just go up on the roof. Also, the front door would have worked. And he wraps a towel around his hand with a gun, and he goes like, hey, and he's like, oh no, the one contingency for which I did not prepare.
Getting shot by a rival.
Oh, you found the Black Hand's kryptonite. Bang, bang. Oh, I can't believe. Who would have thought of this? There's bullets in my body. How did I ever? Oh. And then De Niro's character is like, now I'm the guy. And everyone's like, can I have some money? He's like, I don't have any, but...
Now, you know the reason why De Niro kept becoming the guy is because nobody could find a towel. Very funny if you think about it.
It was cool, though. The one thing that sticks out in your head is that the towel starts on fire. Remember, he wraps it around. Does it even work? Does that make a gunshot sound like less of a gun?
I use a pillow. I use a pillow. Just... usually a throw pillow I hate, because I hate the stains on throw pillows.
But it starts on fire, and then he's like whipping his hand around. It's kind of cool. Scorsese's a good director. I'm not being real controversial there.
Yeah, Scorsese directed the shit out of that. When he did Godfather 2, just fucking nailed it.
He nailed you. He nailed
you know, when I think of his best as a Taxi Driver, Godfather 2.
Fuck. Edit it out.
If you would have had the iPhone 10, it would have saved you from that. It'd be funny if that's what the 10 does. It like interrupts you, like you're about to say Scorsese, and it just buzzes in your pocket. And you look at it and it says Coppola.
I can't even hear anybody over the sound of my fucking humiliation. Coppola.
Really? Who gives a shit?
I don't know. It's what? You don't know that Coppola directed Godfather 2? Why are you doing a podcast?
People just have turned off around the country. Like, turn it off, Margaret.
Yes.
He said Scorsese.
Yes, he called us stupid idiots, but he got that trivia wrong. I've had enough. I've had it up to here with this guy. Not fact-checking his riffs.
It's not like I can fall back on my fidget spinner knowledge. What the fuck is a fidget spinner?
What is your fidget spinner knowledge?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. There are things.
Let's
with three
fall back
things
on
out.
your fidget spinner knowledge.
So
I
just empty your
can't.
head about.
I don't have any fidget spinner
You
knowledge.
gotta know. You know what they are.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm supposed to know Coppola from Scorsese, because I don't invest in fidget spinner information. If I'm gonna forget that Coppola is not Scorsese, why am I not into Pokemon?
That tracks.
It's either current events or like curmudgeon guardian of nostalgia, you know?
I hear you.
What am I? I'm a drifting fucking wraith.
Dude, what is going on with you tonight? What happened? Did something happen? I mean,
Nothing
I'm
new.
concerned. Nothing. Is that what's happening? Is it nothing new? You're just.
Well, what you want? You think that all descents into darkness have to have some simple? A potato fell on my head while I was fighting Pete's dragon. Like,
Yeah,
so
what's your thing about descents into darkness, Rob? You think it's that fucking simplistic?
So let's
I'm
just
taking
go.
sides with you.
I wasn't here last weekend, and I was here the weekend before, and you were delightful that weekend, and now
I think he's delightful tonight.
he is delightful. He just doesn't seem very happy right now, and I'm concerned.
I'm going through changes.
Why do we have to be happy all the time? I don't get that.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's
didn't
very
you
true.
see
No, I
that
don't
movie
get it.
with the memory islands and the different colored marbles that represent the feelings?
Yeah. Weren't
The
you
memory
sad?
Right. Yeah. But
Sadness
I
is
don't
a
think
part
it's
of
wrong
happiness.
To
Absolutely.
be concerned.
What's that?
I don't think it's wrong to be concerned if somebody you care about is not happy.
I was
right?
on Duncan's podcast and I was like, yeah, kind of bummed out. I don't care. And he's like, well, that's because you got to just let 8 people from Burning Man live here, man. And I was like, I'm not going to do that. You know, like I'm not going to yes and that suggestion. I know that makes me a bad person. I don't want a bunch of hippies living in my house.
Yeah,
but that wouldn't
that's-
make you happy.
But why not, man? I don't, because I'm evil. Because I'm evil.
I don't think that's evil. I don't think that's evil.
I think it's evil. I think it's evil not to let 8 Burning Man people live in your house.
I mean, we all know that we do know that the solution is we have to stop. Like capitalism is killing us, and we have to
Absolutely.
stop, and we have to have decentralized, non-hierarchical, like human-based societies. Like I've known this forever, and then I was but I'd say on a podcast, I'd go like, "Hey, capitalism sucks," and then people on Reddit would go, "Then give all your money away."
Yeah, right.
Fuck you! You got me. God damn it!
You got me.
I love my money.
Yeah.
It's 9/11.
Hey, Feral Audio consumer, did you know Feral Audio's got a new survey?
Hey, I am a Feral Audio consumer, even though you're not talking about that, and I didn't know that.
I am talking about that.
Man, we're on a mission to get to know our listeners a little better, and that means you. So basically, these surveys, they kind of help us get information about what you like, right?
I guess so. Your participation in these surveys makes a difference for everyone making podcasts at Feral. It's a super easy way to support the shows you love. So we appreciate you helping out. I mean, I'll say I don't. But that's just me. I don't like the idea of. I don't mind the idea of a survey.
Right.
Please feel free to let someone at Feral know that you wish I lost weight. You can seriously in advance go fuck yourself.
I don't think these are the survey questions.
Okay.
No,
I
it's good.
imagine it's more like, who are you? Like what if we find out that there's a bunch of asexual listeners, and
Right.
that they in particular don't have they don't feel like they have their point of view represented. Like the great thing about podcasting networks is like it's very low overhead to create a podcast. So this survey is a great first step to help us build a better feral audio that includes like if representation is your jam or it just like your interests, you know?
Are you into football? Would you never, for instance, ever buy a football app if it was advertised to you? Is that not helpful to you?
Right. We can tailor make connections between audiences and and advertisers.
This survey is going to exactly help out those kinds of issues because we don't know you don't like football.
You can find the survey at feralaudio.com/survey. That's feralaudio.com/survey.
You're helping yourselves.
The Feral Audio survey. You'll float too.
9/11.
It's 9/11.
I lived through fucking. I was in New York.
So did I.
Yeah, you weren't there. You pieces of shit.
Bunch
I'm a
of
veteran
LA.
of 9/11.
Bunch of LA people yelling about 9/11 when I lived through it. 9/11.
Oh, you mean you were in New York?
Yeah, I was right. I was right.
That is a high road you could take.
That's what
That's what he did.
I thought you just assumed they were so young. You were just like, you didn't fucking live through 9/11.
Oh no, they weren't there like I was there. You know.
Right.
I mean, I was in bed when it happened, but and my friend called, but I was close. I was close to it. I got up and I went over. I lived like in the village and not to brag. We watched the towers come down from his window. He had an apartment looking straight at the towers. You know.
David Cross said he could see people like leaping.
That's something people don't talk about that, but you know, there was a lot of people jumping and they kind of just killed all footage of it and kind of was like, that didn't happen.
I can't even, I mean, that has to be like the epitome of I don't even know what the word is. It's just sort of like, it's like you're watching a human being who is identical to you. They're just what you know about them on a fundamental level is that they were in such pain and fear that they preferred you're just like what I don't know, why am I explaining this? We all know, but it's just like, wow, holy shit.
Yeah, and they're yelling out 9/11.
Well, it's been a few years, and we
been a few years.
We like to have fun.
You've been doing it for years. 9/11, people jump from buildings.
Yeah, but where would we get as a society if every time something was genuinely tragic or filled with pathos, we paid it respect by avoiding it? Let's all prove that we're polite. Let's keep our elbows off the table, our feet off the table. Let's not sit at the table. Let's put the table in bronze.
All right, look, I'm not getting the analogy, but
No one's ever done that before. You can do that?
You mean just saying?
You can just say it like the analogy?
you can.
That's a move with Harmon. You could just say you're saying nonsense. That's not a metaphor. That's been an option this whole time. But it's like in Grand Theft Auto when you found out if you hit the bumper button, you turned 180 degrees. I was like, holy fuck, what? I don't have to. All right.
No, but what you're saying is true, and this country and the people of this country and this audience in particular, we have no memory of history in this country. And that's why what's going on is going on. There's no fucking... matter of fact, Gore Vidal is one of my favorites. You like Gore Vidal?
Woo! I do.
Fucking love Gore Vidal. And you guys like Gore Vidal? Woo! He's great. And he wrote a book called the United Amnesia... damn it. This is me forgetting to flush the toilet. Right. I love the guy who brings up Gore Vidal. That book...
Something about amnesia.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest fan of Gore Vidal and his boo. I believe you.
Thank you for believing me.
I believe that you will.
United States of Amnesia, he called it. And we don't
Well, I think the biggest contributor to my bad mood is that I have a. Here's a weird thing about me. I'm triggered by Nazis running in the street. I have this crazy thing where I think that it's better to be overreactive to Nazism. Jump the gun if you can on that one. Someone reminds you a little bit of Hitler, say it earlier. Worst case scenario, you called someone Hitler too early. Best case scenario, you stopped a Hitler.
That is the scariest thing. I mean, look at the silence about it. It's
that's the thing
that
that's what's got me so grumpy lately. Is just like
So there's your answer, by the way.
I got it eventually.
It's this thing. I got off of Twitter the minute I started seeing the anti-communist stuff. Like it was like that when that became like a meme or whatever the fuck you call it. That became a thought where it was like, oh, there's a lot of anti-Nazi talk. So now we're just watching history repeat itself with people going like, communism's responsible for even more death. I'm like, I'm out. I'm out. I'm gonna go because if I keep listening to these kids, I'm going to fucking kill myself, and that's what they want. So I'm gonna live all over their asses. Like they don't deserve.
Are you off of Twitter?
Yeah, and I
because it's really
and I feel
great. It's really great. I love Twitter, especially lately. I'm kidding. I'm so kidding.
I was using it wrong. I am healthier now. I don't seem happier, but I am healthier. Like my sadnesses and angers are like real now. So I was using Twitter wrong. I'm so glad that Lauren Duke is on it. Just whack Sarah Thayer. I feel like people are like saving the world on Twitter. I can't use it right. I can't.
Me neither.
I just sit there and like read shit, and I just I fuck it. My whole like brain changes. But I don't want to be one of these people that's like, oh, I don't want to deal with it. Like, what that's not good either. Like that's normalizing, right? Like you're part of the problem. I didn't know a fascist coup would be aggravating or exhausting. Now that it is, I think I'll focus on my backyard garden. That's an enemy. Well, that's what I've become. That's what I am. That's what I'm doing. But at least if I own that, then maybe my backyard garden will turn into Hitler poison.
What's in your backyard garden? What fruits?
Avocados. I don't know. Ask the
You have
dog
avocados?
I pay people to grow the backyard garden. Anyways.
Yeah.
I really
well, just the reason why people one of the big reasons why people are so quiet about the fascism that's taking over this country is because they're so. I mean, we talked about the iPhone. Movies, just constant fucking Netflix. People are much more interested in their Netflix queues than they are in the country going down the shitter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
they're just so distracted by every fucking thing. And Twitter is another one.
I don't.
They have no.
Yeah, but I don't. I mean, I definitely don't want to. I don't think that the masses are being willfully cowardly or stupid or more in love with iPhones than they are worrying about the fascist takeover of the United States. I give them at least enough credit that they're very, very interested in the fact that we're being taken over.
But they don't do anything about it.
But they
thank you.
But it's like I have to look within myself and I go like, are you exhausted? Are you bored? Are you fucking are you? And I go, yes, I am. Yes, I am. And that's exactly what's happening. Is like, is somebody like tweets me a month after November and says, just get back to making you shit, you fucking faggot. I'm
sorry about that. By the way.
Like the man who doesn't flush his toilet.
I have a lot of vices.
I was able for December. I'm like, nice try, sucker. Get back to work, indeed. Get used to it. None of us are getting back to what we do. Get back to what you do, America. Another month goes by, and it's like it's not that I eventually was like, man, I should really get back to making my cartoon. It's not like I ever stopped. It was just like as I got, I just fucking crashed, and then one more person is like, why don't you just shut the fuck up? And I was like, You deserve me to shut the fuck up because you're gonna fucking die without me to save you. I see your... and I raise you a... Who the fuck cares you were born? I hate you! Not you in the red shirt. I'm not sure you didn't make the sound. Did you? Okay. Piece of shit next to you? No? Okay. You? Fuck you! Stand up, face them! What's your name? Derek! Boo! Half cheers, half boos. That's what you get. This is like the end of the. It's like the end of the Mark Wahlberg Rockstar movie. Rockstar. I'm gonna slowly and then you start taking you take the microphone and I like go in the audience and I'm like, yay! And you can just join. You have a fun 20 years, you white piece of shit. Have fun trying to figure out if you're a good person by seeing how many people like you on a fucking app.
Oh, shit.
Next week's episode, I'm going to kill myself on this stage.
Are you...
Duncan Trussell will not let you do that.
He won't be here. MeUndies will be. Warby Parker, Squarespace.
Oh, yeah.
We've planned. It's a pay-per-view event. I'm going to blow my brains out.
Can I back up your point?
What? Were you going to back? What? You want a microphone so you can?
Whatever.
Well, no. I like your hesitance. You've earned a microphone.
This happens on this show.
Charlie, that's my name. No, the disinterest of people caring about the fact that Trump is president, they've normalized it completely at this point. Like, they don't care.
You gotta eat the mic.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, let me eat the mic.
No, you're doing it. Great.
Yeah, they don't care. It's been 9 months. They're over it, and it seems to be the fact of the matter that Hillary is old news. Great, no one cares. Bernie Bros still fucking. Oh, he would have won. Blah blah blah. Great, thank you, DSA of Brooklyn, New York. I appreciate you guys. But no, I'm really sick of fucking people like acting like it's normal that we have a fucking reality fucking TV star as president. It's like disgusting. It represents like us to the world in some weird fashion, but it also should be like a wake-up call for every fucking person out here that there's nothing normal about the world we exist in as United States of America. It's yeah, I appreciate Dan too, but no, it's.
I thought his name was Dan. That's all right.
What was that?
I love you. I love you.
No, it fucking weirds me out, and the fact that people can actually normalize that is.
I think people are scared. They know how militarized the police are. You know, they know how militarized everything.
Well, yeah, and they also just enacted. They just decided that we can. Jeff Sessions just decided that they can sell fucking military gear back to police forces now. So we can have tanks, we can have fucking bulletproof riot shields, we can have fucking automatic weapons. It's fucking weird, and like no one wants to. Not woke is a fucking weird word at this point, but no one wants to understand that this is not normal, and it stresses me out. On a daily basis.
Woke up, sheeple.
No, none of that shit. Get that shit out of my face. Sheeple.
That's the thing, though, is like I don't want to. It's not like I think we're just used to a society where actually being aware of shit like had its own momentum and a bunch of shit would get done. If you kind of halfway thought that Stephen Colbert was out of line on his last show or retweeted a hashtag, like you might find out 6 weeks later either that person wasn't worth any money and they lost their job, or that person was Stephen Colbert, so fuck you, your opinion didn't matter. But like it still felt like the momentum happened just by you like knowing shit, caring about shit, being afraid of shit, not putting up with shit. And we've entered a world where you can fucking not you can not put up with as much as you want. You can care, you can feel, you can fear, and actually that just jiggles the jello. It stays the same shape as it was, and we're all reacting to that. I don't even want to say poorly. Like however we react, that's the right way to react. because all of us want to get back to a system or achieve a system where the way that we came out of our mamas was like the right way to be, that we didn't have to like mold ourselves and socialize ourselves and be enforced by some set of rules in order for us to get along with some larger thing. We all want to get to a system that some of us felt like we had, where it was like, yeah, but if you're kind of yourself, like the truth will out and like all this stuff will happen, and like and we're really like we've come face to face with a system where we're like, oh shit, you mean I don't fucking matter at all? I truly don't matter. And then other people are going, welcome to the club. That's how it felt for 20 years. And we're like, fuck you. That offends me. Ah. And it makes me, like everyone else, just want people to talk about Kmart and Stephen King's It and all this shit. And so, whereas initially it was the alt-right saying everybody get back to work, or it was like rednecks that were embarrassed that they voted for a guy that turned out to actually mean it when he said he wanted to build a wall, whereas they thought he was actually just gonna like be fiscal or something. Like now it's just everybody saying, I'm bored with this, get back to work, entertain me, make jokes, just talk about shit. And I'm like, I feel you. At the exact same time as I feel you, I am as exhausted as you. So now I'm getting back to work. I'm just being a clown. I have nothing. I don't know what to do either. I don't know who to vote for, what to do, what pie to throw at what bandana to put on my face. I don't know what to do. I'm just going to get back to my comedy podcast. But guess what? My comedy podcast was always me complaining about how I don't understand what the fuck is going on and everyone should leave me alone. Stop telling me to tie my shoes. So now my fucking podcast really sucks. Like it's like beyond whatever you could imagine. It's just like me going like, I'm just collapsing in on myself like the star I always was. And becoming a black hole from which all light can escape, because like it's a very low stakes black hole. But
Low Stakes Black Hole, my favorite punk band.
Yeah.
You asked me that earlier.
Yeah.
But my love life is good, yeah. I'm married and we have pretty regular sex.
Like 2
whether
days a
I
week?
want it or not, that kind of thing.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Charlie.
Hey,
that was
appreciate it,
great,
guys.
man.
Shout out Chapo Trap House. Check that out if you don't like the world that you're living in.
Right, Chapo. I think we want to get something from Chapo on the.
Also, Harmon Quest. Check it out if you don't like the world you're living in. Yeah.
Or if the world you live in doesn't smell all right, Fulton and Rourke for all of your solid
cologne needs. Wax-based colognes and perfumes for men. Travel-safe perfumes that won't break in your luggage, and they smell great. Come in one of 14 different flavors.
Are you
scents?
What are the 14 flavors?
Lemon.
Are you still performing
hazelnut,
here,
peppermint,
Pepitone? Can people buy tickets to come see you performing?
rosemary. Sorry.
I missed it. Can you start over?
What, Dan?
Are you still doing shows here?
Yeah, I have 2 more Wednesdays here, the 20th and the 27th.
Go to starburnscastle.com.
Yeah.
Is that the?
That's right.
Is that the radio?
I think
That's right.
Starburns
StarburnsCastle.com.
Certainly Google Starburns Castle.
Get tickets to Pepitone. He's not going to let you down. This is a guy who, just when you think you might be witness to something awful, that's when Pepitone fucking fires up like the Hulk.
That's right. That's right.
Like
This was just the tip of the iceberg tonight. Sorry about the bidet stuff.
No, but you truly
Don't
are
apologize.
amazing. Like,
Don't apologize. It's good.
I would recommend it to anybody because like it's almost I really mean that. And I
Thank you.
really very much respect your.
You poke fun of the bidet. My ass is spotless.
He doesn't. He immediately revealed he has no bidet opinions. He's just like me. He just wants people to like him. It's like a bidet opinions. Who cares, right? Like you don't care if anyone has a shit.
No, I just get
hanging out of their
anxious.
ass.
I get anxious about a jet of water hitting me.
I do too. I'm like,
you walk through the fear.
yeah. I get it.
Or sit through the fear, whatever
Sit
it
through
is.
it. Yeah.
Is there anything else because you donated your time and energy to us that you want to plug? Or
I'm doing a show dovetailing into collapsing as a star. I'm doing a show. It's a one-man show It's about how I wasn't loved. No, kidding. I'm doing a one-man show called End of Days. And it's a bunch of characters dealing with kind of, the
Where's
stuff.
that?
I'm going to first do it in Santa Barbara, and then I'm going to find a space here. I like to announce things before I even have a space for it. So you can't go, and that's the way to do it. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
He's a good controller.
So in your one man show, did I hear right? You fight the devil at the end with a rocket launcher. Is that true? Is that true?
You son of a bitch! Don't you ruin it.
Oh, sorry.
He asked her now. Well, we'll be sure to we'll keep our eyes peeled for where to get tickets to.
Eyes really peeled. I don't know when it's going to be anywhere.
Look at that. Isn't it great?
One of the greatest mimes of our time.
Dude. Let's thank Eddie Pepitone for joining us.
Thank you, everybody.
Eddie. I love this guy. Guy.
Oh, we're doing
I'm so
okay.
glad you had him on the show tonight.
Wow.
He's great. I love Eddie.
We should get. I've always keep your eyes peeled. Has always. Doesn't that expression actually gross you out? I always picture but when I was a kid, I would picture a potato peeler and an eyeball. Yeah. Welcome to my world.
That would not make you see better. I'm just saying they should stop saying that. It doesn't work. It doesn't. It doesn't.
But nobody really does. I think it's like a Beverly Hillbillies thing. Who actually says keep your eyes peeled? I think we
just did. We just did. Like recently.
We now say we say good looking out now.
Good looking out.
Oh yeah.
What? That's what you sound like to me. What? I don't know. I'm making it up. I get on a stage for 2 hours and talk into a microphone. Incredulity isn't an option for you. You can never be surprised by anything I say. You can never be confused. What are you saying? What's happening? What's going on? Oh, well, I'll tell you. I came up and I started talking. I don't know what I'm saying. Sneaker. Shut up!
We should maybe try to transition you back onto Twitter. see what happens.
It may have been useful. No, I'm sorry. I was doing a bit.
No, it was great.
Steve Levy, are you here? But
he's hiding in the corner.
He'll be here.
I said, Steve Levy, are you here? And he's still sitting with his legs stretched out, and he shrugged and was like, yeah, I'm here. I mean, why do you think I asked the question? Sorry,
it's okay.
I mean, maybe I would have said.
No, that was justified. That's dumb,
got,
Steve. What the fuck?
No, I think I understand. I was in his defense. I might have been about to say, Steve Levy, are you here? I wanted to let you know. Duncan texted me while I was up here. The reason he didn't show up is because no one ever contacted him.
Oh.
That's the kind of thing that Steve would like to hear standing up, I think.
But I don't know if I made it clear to you that maybe you should contact him. I don't know.
All you said was he's booked.
I didn't say he's booked. I never said those words.
Well, you said he's coming.
I said Duncan wants to do the podcast. I did not say he's booked.
I don't know. I don't remember the words exactly.
Would you take another Valium?
Hi.
Hi, Rob.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Rob, I really love your shirt. It's amazing.
This is the part of the show where you stand next to the podium?
I stand during D&D because my ass falls asleep on these torture chairs.
Rob, are you wearing pajamas?
Just the lower half.
Oh, I love it.
I like how you pronounce it. Are you wearing pajamas? Rob, are you wearing pajamas?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Are you wearing flavor crystals in my class?
Nobody believes me, but I was this close to. Every once in a while, I think about wearing my pajamas to the show, like because I'm like in my pajamas. And tonight was one of those nights, and I was like, put on pants. It would have been crazy.
Yeah, that
Pajama Bros.
There would have been 2 people in pajamas up here.
Yeah, 2 grown boys.
You know, I used to say if you can make it through the whole day without taking your pajamas off, you're a Pajampion.
You're a what?
A Pajampion.
A Pajamian?
A Pajampion.
A Pajamian.
A Pajampion.
It's like champion.
A Pajampion.
Pajampion.
A Pajampion.
What did I say?
Pajamian. You kept leaving the most explosive letter out. And also the most champion-defining letter.
Right,
Pajamian.
right. Okay, so you said Pajampion.
Pajampion.
Pajampion. You said that. That's what you said.
Yes.
And I said what?
Pajamian.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh my God. How embarrassing for me. And high five to you with how you pronounced it.
It's my word.
I know, it's your word, and it is clearly better than the way I pronounced it when I asked you what you just said. That is so much better. It's good. No, I'm on your side on this one. That's great. No, I'm great.
Steve, tell me you're a Pajamian. Tell me.
I'm a Pajamian.
Oh, you must be from a country called Pajama, a planet. Spencer, tell me you're a Pajampion.
I'm a Pajampion.
Oh, you mean you won a contest involving pajamas?
Of course.
What contest?
It all comes down to that P.
What contest?
I don't know. It's fucking like inferred.
There's a contest. I couldn't hear what you were saying, so I repeated something that I thought you said. I wasn't trying to nail it. I wasn't trying to nail it, Dan. I was trying to nail it. I was going, what did you just say? Did you just say this? And you were and I was like, oh, okay. Sorry, question.
They all float down here. Is the new It movie in theaters?
Oh yeah.
How's it? How did it?
It's the number 1 movie at the box office.
It's a huge movie. It's a huge hit.
Do the little boys don't fuck the little girl in the movie?
No.
Well, then count me out. You'll get my money when you do a proper adaptation. Where is the lysine dependency? Jurassic Park. Yeah. All right, well, let's...
Pajamian. I'm a Pajamian. You know something? I like my way better. Pajamian. I am a Pajamian. I like it. It's mine. I pronounced it my way. I like it.
Yeah,
it sounds better.
Yeah, it sounds like you're a citizen of the realm of pajama.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
It's great.
I love it.
It's a whole totally different concept.
I love it. It's. I didn't know what a Pajampion was.
Pajampion, not Pajampion. Pajampion. Pajampion.
What did I say? I said the exact same thing that you just said. Pajampion. I said the same thing. It sounds exactly the same thing. And I understood what you meant. I knew what you meant.
Schraub, when we were in our 20s, told me that he thought that the word utensil was invented by smart people to make
this is like
him feel stupid, because the way he had heard the word is people would say, "Do you have a writing utensil?" And he would say, "Why can't you just say a pen?" And I would say, because they might want a pen, or if you have a pencil in your pocket, then they might be cheating themselves out of a pencil opportunity if all they want is a writing utensil. Then why can't you just say pencil or pen? You know what? Language is a living thing.
When did you say when we were how old? When we were in our what?
20s.
Or 20?
20 years ago.
Okay, and we're in our what now?
Oh, dude.
Oh, so
You haven't changed. That's my
It was
point.
a while
You
ago.
haven't changed.
It was a while ago.
You haven't changed.
I had the utensil argument recently.
The Pajampion thing. You're doing the same thing. Why do you think I brought it up? I just like trying to like.
Your made-up word. It's the same thing as
It's the
utensil.
same thing.
Your
No, it's the same thing. It's the
made-up
same thing.
Your made-up word.
It's the same
word
thing.
you made up that you were so proud of.
It's the same thing.
Made-up word is the same as utensil in our 40s.
You haven't changed because
I've changed so much.
You've changed in one way.
You don't know.
The only way you've changed is you started focusing on your butt. Like you didn't. Back then, that guy, like he would have been like, "What's a bidet?" But now you're like, "Oh, get that. Yeah, that's it."
Back then,
and you found out you got married, and you know that was nice.
Still is.
You're less competitive too.
I was never competitive. I hate competition.
He was competitive.
When? With what?
When you were 20, with everything.
With what? With when I was 20? With like what?
What are you trying to win this conversation? Can we just?
What? I thought you guys were trying to send a signal, like you don't want to do that.
No, dude. Like they say 9/11, then we wrap up with the guest. You know, we got.
No, I get it.
We got a solid 19 minutes.
Signal of what?
I just thought Rob was trying to filibuster and stuff.
No.
Filibuster. What?
What
What
are
are
you
you talking about?
hated
What's happening?
Everyone's favorite part of the show.
He thinks you hate D&D.
Rob hates games. There's no.
I
That's
hate
no
games.
secret.
I hate competition. I think it turns good people bad. What's this? What are you doing? That's not my name. All right, here we go. No glasses.
Rob, I hope you never change.
He doesn't.
You like me, right?
Yeah, I think you're great. I love you.
Yeah, I like you too.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Could have guessed that. I know you're big fans of his. Don't like you. Don't like him. I get it.
You do.
It's like if you went to Batman and said, "You know, the Riddler and the Joker are teaming up." Batman would be like, "Yeah, doy." Doesn't change a thing about life in Gotham for this dark night.
You like me. Stop
I'll
doing
still
that.
be down in my basement analyzing perfume.
Man, if Joker and the Riddler teamed up, it would be confusing because you'd be like,
Yeah.
is this a riddle or is this a joke?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I think DC's currently exploring it, but Batman's in the middle and has to choose a side between the Riddler and the Joker. They're pinned against each other.
Yeah. I mean, you know the Joker's like, come on. And the Riddler's like, what? And the Joker's like, Riddler? And he's like, what? It's a kind of joke. No, it's not.
No, it's
so dumb.
It's more like a test question.
Yeah.
They should change it. They should change it. Because if they fixed it, it would be famous. You should write them to fix it before another movie or a millionth comic book comes out or action figure. They should.
God. Okay. So
Shit, you're right. We should fix that.
Yeah.
We should fix that.
Could I sum up your argument?
We should fix that. Then we'll be famous.
Yeah. This is you. So in other words, we're talking about it. That's your argument.
We're talking about it.
What's my argument?
You've turned into your mother.
Hey, Zach, you got that D&D music? Yeah, yeah.
I don't think they have that.
Yeah, they do.
No way.
You ready, Spence, for that recap from last week?
No.
Somebody take control here.
That's what you guys were doing.
I miss Jeff.
Last time.
I miss our friendship.
This is why I didn't want to start the D&D. We could just keep this going. Last time. Turned out the banditos were assassins. That was it. Really, I mean, nothing happened. You chased down the banditos. Seemed like they were assassins.
Right, and then we lost the banditos. But really specifically, were we chasing them or?
Yeah, no. What happened is Patchins was like, oh man, there's this relic I was supposed to be guarding. It was the most perfect jewel they'd ever seen. And it got stolen. And then you were like, don't you worry, Patchins.
Right.
That's all.
Yeah, we got to go get those banditos.
Gotta go check that out.
How many banditos were left?
There's 2 that are dead. So there's maybe 4 or 5.
Did you guys see which way they went? I just woke up out of a dream.
Did they all head in one direction?
Yeah. They headed to the north.
Who's the fastest?
That would be me. I start running as fast as I can. I got a speed of 20. I'm running 20.
Not the
I'm running
fastest.
full 20. Running full 20. Chad, running full 20. You guys can't even see my legs move.
All right, yeah, Chad's running.
20.
Oh, yeah, no, I know.
You gotta roll on that shit.
No, you run 20. That's just what happens. There's no rolling.
I'd like to run 30.
Where?
30.
You can't do that.
He's very competitive.
Yeah. Where are you going? Where are you guys going?
North.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
running
No,
north.
don't just say north. Follow the banditos.
Where are the banditos
No, that's
going?
that's the direction they went. Isn't
What?
it?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you said.
No, I did say north. I just want to be clear. You just say you're running. It doesn't make any sense. All right. You're running. Yeah, but it's been a lot of time.
Well, that's not our fault. We would have if it, that's well.
Yeah, time goes.
Okay, because we had a conversation about what. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I know we can't see them.
Right. So you're just running. All right. Yeah, you keep running.
Is
All right. 2
Patchins with
people
us?
ran off. No, Patchins is with Dan, who hasn't started running as far as
Yeah,
I
Dan,
understand.
you gotta start running.
I gotta take care of Patchins. I'm a cleric. You guys go chase the banditos.
I can't hear you. I'm too far away because I ran so fast.
That's good. That's what I wanted.
Chad, maybe we should turn back. I just started running because I wanted to show I was faster than
Fuck
you.
that guy.
You do, yeah. You catch up with them, yeah. Or you overtake them even.
Hey,
Yeah.
All right, you see another one of these banditos, except he's lying on the floor and he seems to be cut in half.
What the fuck?
hey, are you okay?
He doesn't answer.
I give him a good shake.
He doesn't answer.
The top half. The top half. hey, buddy, wake up! Wake up!
He
Who
does-
did this to you? Who did this to you? Who did this to you? I ran here as fast as I could. Who did this to you?
And that's saying a lot.
Yeah. Who did this to you?
He doesn't answer.
I shake the bottom half.
Yeah. It doesn't happen. Nothing happens.
I searched the corpse.
All right. He's got a sharp dagger, and he's got the same stuff as the other guy. He's got a sharp dagger, he's got a sword, he's got a poison pill, and he's got this armor.
I'll keep the poison pill.
Yeah.
Just in case. I take a dagger.
Okay.
But I don't let
I'm
Steve's
trying
character
to
know.
Yeah. How I can't remember how Patchins is. What his condition is? Is he stabilized?
He's fine, but he's wounded.
All right.
He's
then
and
I'll-
in pain.
Then I'll let them.
Hey! Hey! Hey, we found this guy over here!
Can I hear them? Can I hear them?
Yeah.
You found a bandito?
Yeah, in half. Steve took his poison. Where are you?
I'm with Patchins. You found him in ham?
Half. It's a half. He's cut in half. We found him that way.
Are there more?
Halves? Just the two so far. The top half and the bottom half. But we'll keep looking.
You have to find Patchin's gem.
His jam?
He's got something about Patchin's. What was it?
It was like a gem, yeah.
Look for a gem.
Jen?
A gem.
Jam? Well, we'll look for it.
We searched the area for the gem.
Can't find it.
You don't find it.
Can't find any jam.
It's not there. It's just a dead guy.
Wait a minute. I forgot a thing from last week. These aren't real banditos. These aren't real banditos.
What?
They were sent by somebody. They were part of some guild.
That last part.
Get back! Come back!
Okay. I'm there. I ran so fast.
Hey,
What did you just say? I'm sorry. There was a tree in the way, but the audio was blocked.
the banditos are disguised as banditos. They were sent by.
These are faux-ditos? What the? Oh my. Friends and neighbors, I am pissed off. Faux Ditos.
And they're part of some guild or something that I'm sure if we get back to town,
we'll find out.
They'll have headquarters there. I mean, these guys aren't just
which town are we going to?
Yeah.
Well, we're going back to the
Tom Fell town.
No. We're going back to headquarters of the Church of the Silver Flame, which is in.
Yep.
Yeah, what was the name of that town?
Yeah, what is that town?
Yeah, it hadn't been mentioned yet.
Oh, okay. Why don't we go to the town?
But you all know the name
We
of
should
it.
know, yeah.
What is it?
You do know it.
What is it?
I'm not sure.
Well, I sure the fuck don't know.
It's placeholder.
Oh. Yeah, back in placeholder, population tilde 1,000.
Question mark 7,000.
There's probably better ways to catch these banditos who aren't really banditos than chasing them through the woods.
And so, Steve, you're still by the corpse, right?
I am.
Hey, Steve!
Yeah.
Where are you, man?
I'm still looking at this corpse.
All right.
Come back to...
Whoa, wait. He took some of the poison.
You mean like he drank it?
No. He's got it on him. I don't know why he took it.
I'm sauntering back.
All right.
Ooh. Hi. What's up with your wiggle?
Feeling really good about that guy getting cut in half.
Yeah, well...
He stabbed Patchins like 7 times.
No, these are bad dudes. They didn't expect us to live to see to tell the tale, much less catch back up with them, which we will once we get to placeholder.
Do you think they went to placeholder? It's been a long time since we've been to placeholder.
Yeah, before the campaign started, that's where we were. We got to get back and report to our superiors. We got a sick Patchins. Got to get him healed up. But we're responsible for the fact that he lost his little artifact. And believe me, we're going to make right by this kid.
Oh, good. Should we go now?
Yeah, we load up the cart.
You don't have a cart.
We load up the.
Do we have horses?
No.
Whatever happened to our horses?
You didn't take them when you left.
I thought we had a cart.
How did I? Okay, what
We had a
should
cart.
run back.
There was a cart, yeah, but there's no horses for it.
So we've just been walking?
Yeah, I don't think you've been taking the cart.
All right, well, we keep walking then.
Wait,
right.
What are we, fucking animals?
Yeah.
Should we play rock, paper, scissors for who gets to carry the rest of the team in the cart? You know, like, be the horse?
I don't think you have the cart. I don't think you would have just dragged the cart all this way without horses.
I thought we had 2 horses.
No, I don't think so. That might be the case, but the horses would have been killed while you guys were investigating stuff. So when you came back to the cart, they wouldn't have been alive.
All right, fine, we're walking. Well, is Patchins okay to walk?
Yeah, but he's wounded and crying and sad.
You want me to talk to him?
I think you should.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Hey, buddy. Hey, man.
He's crying.
What's going on? What's happening? What's happening up there? What's going on in that head of yours, Patches? What's up? What's with that? Come on. Come on. Nobody wants to hear this. Nobody wants to hear this stuff.
I know.
Yeah, you think you got it pretty bad, huh? You got it pretty bad? Hey, look at this weird hand I have. I was born with this. You don't see me crying. I got it figured out, guys. Took care of it.
I memorize spells. Like, what if I could meditate for 4 hours?
Yeah,
I'm going to do a new loadout.
All right.
Do we just sit and watch him meditate for 4 hours and wait?
We should set up a little camp and build a fire.
I thought we were going to fucking the placeholder.
And then you started doing ordinary people with non-player characters.
I thought we were walking while ordinary people.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Ordinary People?
Yes, I did.
You have. Oh, what's your favorite scene in Ordinary People?
When when Faye Dunaway talks to Timothy Hutton about his brother's death by boat, in which she feels she was cheated because she liked his brother better. That's why he tried to kill himself and needs to see Judd Hirsch as a therapist. It's basically Good Will Hunting with better actors and better writers. I think it's Mary Tyler Moore, not Faye Dunaway.
Right.
Fuck you. Nobody knew. You didn't know.
I didn't know either.
Yeah, you didn't know.
No, I didn't. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know. But I don't think that's what I was doing when I was talking about my weird hand. So we all watch him for 4 hours meditate.
No, build a fire and sleep or something. Like setting up camp.
I can't sleep with you meditating next to me.
Silver flame.
Shut the fuck up.
Burn so brightly. Cleanse the world. Learning loadout. 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with loadout 4. Create water. Detect magic. Mending. Purify food. This loadout sucks. No, changing my mind. What am I, fucking Walmart? How about loadout 3? Offense. Yeah. Guidance. Light. Stabilize.
While Carlos is doing this, I'm just doing like crunches and push-ups, preparing for whatever's coming up next.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the offensive loadout.
Cool.
What? Wait, after all that, you're deciding to stay with what you already had?
Well, I'm recharged now. I have everything known again.
Okay. Can I take out my compass and look for north?
You find it.
North is where we should go.
Let's go now.
All right.
We start heading north.
Let's find out what happens next time. Yeah, look at me. This is me. This is my fault.
Well, you could have had like a Umber Hulk come out of the fucking forest.
An Umber Hulk comes out of the forest.
Oh shit! Fucking it's on, man! Come on!
God damn it!
I start running around the Umber Hulk at 20, running as fast as I can.
All right,
I'm running around the Umber Hulk.
You provoke 30 attacks of opportunity.
I think, yeah, that's good. Yes, he's proud of himself. All right, well, that's Harmontown for this
What?
this week. Zach McKeever, Chris Baruff, Sarah Hill.
Man.
It's never this quiet when Jeff ends the show.
Well, he always hits the music.
Guest comptroller Rob Schraub, Game Master Spencer Crittenden, Steve Levy, Eddie Pepitone, the city of Burbank, the state of California. Maybe I was kidding when I called you stupid. Maybe I don't care. We don't know. Stay in the fog. Stay curious.
Look at everybody running out of the building.
You're welcome for the free booze, but tip the Venmo, tip the bartender if you partook of our free goodies, and we'll see you next week. Yo, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm a goblin living in a cave. I'm gonna fuck your mama, then I'm gonna shave. I got 5 o'clock shadow with a sword. I done fuck your daddy cause my dick got bored. I'm goblin on a throne. I'm gonna fuck your mama with a bow. Got a femur, got a shin bone, got an ankle, and I'm not alone. Happy birthday to the following people: Ned, Stacy, LaShonda, Trevor, you left your lights on. Yo, and I fucked your mama. Yo. Norcom Industries, good job on your third quarter. Yeah. Daphne's getting married. So enjoy those dildo glasses.
It's a slow skate. Slow skate. Couples only on the slow skate. He's kidding. He loves all of you. And I love you guys too. Thank you for coming out tonight.
Feral Audio.
Have you ever tried watching Netflix or Hulu only to find out the show you wanted to watch isn't available in your country? If you live outside of the U.S., chances are you've had trouble accessing your favorite shows, but a VPN can help. Check out VPNmentor.com for the best deals and prices on VPNs. Read honest reviews on more than 200 VPNs and compare them with our comparison tool. There's no reason you shouldn't watch your favorite shows just because you live in a different country. Go to VPNmentor.com to get started with the VPN today.